So, as a high school teacher, I kill the room when I say the word notes, especially after lunch. I feel like I'm presenting PowerPoints to zombies. So if you're experiencing the same epidemic, stay tuned on how to create engaging, informative presentations in no time that's suitable for all types of audience using PowerPoint, Keynote, and Google Slides. Tip number 1. Using transitions in a presentation can provide a dynamic way to move from one slide to the next. With Morph in PowerPoint and Magic Move in Keynote, you could create stunning design effects. Morph and Magic Move work across 2 slides and recognize any objects are on both, then seamlessly transitions from one slide to the next. Sorry, Google Slides doesn't have a similar feature yet, but let's check out Magic Move. So here we are in Keynote. I created a presentation on healthy eats by using a high-resolution photo in Magic Move. Let's give it a try. So I'm able to seamlessly zoom into each item, and at that point I could walk my audience through each of these ingredients and potentially their health benefits. I could end with wrapping up with an overview or even a call to action on the last slide. So how did I quickly accomplish this? First, you're going to create a presentation and drop in a high-resolution photo. Once you do that, you're going to duplicate this slide. From there, we're going to zoom out and we're going to reposition the picture. So notice the movements I make here, right, are duplicated or shown, right, in my side screen of the view. So let's say I want to zoom in here. I want to highlight these coconut shavings. Once I feel satisfied with that placement, I would go ahead and continue to do the same process of duplicating the slide and moving where I'm looking to focus on. So say I want to focus on the honey after the coconut. Let's do one more. Duplicate. Let's drop in for this last photo. Alright, just highlighting the end result here. From there, I would go back to my first slide. I would go ahead and duplicate it one more time, move it down to the end, right, just so I could open with this large picture, right, and then focus on the items, or in this case they're items, right, but focus on different aspects of the picture and then zoom back out. Right, once I have everything in place, okay, I would go ahead and highlight the following slides. So I'm looking to attach a transition or animate. So I could do this even if I'm in PowerPoint. I would just go ahead and hit the Shift key, right, and then just go ahead and highlight those slides I'm going to be using. Now over here, I would click Animate. Once I do that, we'll have an option to add an effect. In this case, because I'm in Keynote, I'm going to use Magic Move. And there you have it. Once I press play, we'd see just as it demoed there in the beginning, moving from slide to slide, highlighting the different items, creating an overview. Tip number 2, copy and paste text from pictures. Take a picture of text with your iPhone and highlight, copy, and then paste the text directly into your presentation. Now this is great for adding an excerpt out of a book. Simply go to your Photos app, select Photo, touch and hold a word, and tap Copy. After you copy text, you can paste anywhere. Tip number 3, ensure symmetry of images and objects in your slideshow. Organizing your content neatly will help convey your ideas more effectively, and our brain prefers to see things symmetrically. Now, going slide to slide, ensuring everything is aligned can be frustrating. So to align all images on a slide, select all the objects by just clicking one of them and then hold Shift and select the rest. In the menu, click Arrange and then Align or Distribute. After you choose the type of alignment, which you could choose from align left, right, or center. For horizontal, you can also choose align top, middle, or bottom. If your objects aren't evenly spaced from each other, choose Draw, then Align. It'll distribute them vertically or horizontally. Lastly, to make sure that you have a good overview of your content and how it's organized, select the grid or the guides option from the View menu. Tip number 4, convert any document into a presentation. Did you know you could do that? To set up in slides in a presentation, PowerPoint uses the heading styles in your Word document. For example, each paragraph formatted with the heading style 1 will become the title of a new slide. Each with the heading 2 will become the first level of text, and so on. You could create a presentation from an existing document by clicking Home, then Slides, and then Slides from Outline. Right? Or you could go directly to the Word document under File, and then click Send to Microsoft PowerPoint. Tip number 5. To create an invisible hyperlink, insert a geometrical shape, like a rectangle, okay? And then format it with no fill and no line. Select the shape and click Ctrl-K. Paste the link into the address box and click OK. This is good if you don't want the text to appear different, like with the underline or in different color. Tip number 6. Use the pointer and annotations during presentation. The pointer feature allows your audience to focus their attention on one aspect of your slide. This can be done with a laser, a pen, or a highlighter mouse option. Pressing L in the slideshow within Google Slides or PowerPoint will give you laser. Here's some more options. Tip number 7, get your audience's attention back. The truth is, most of the time, we don't pay attention. It's just how our brain works. So kudos for making it this far. Don't forget to click subscribe. But really, if you lost the attention of your audience, here's a quick hack. Turn your screen to black or white for a moment. Simply in slideshow, press the letter B on the keyboard for black or W on the keyboard for white. Tip number 8. Now, one of the easiest ways to make a boring slide more interesting is to replace the bullet points with clean, simple icons. Using icons helps anchor the content while making it more visually appealing. By having a graphic representation of each item, the audience can make a connection to your message through both words and visuals. Tip number 9. A great way to get your audience involved in your presentation is to poll them. Give them multiple choice options to see which one is the most popular. Ask them to raise their hands, or you can use a polling software. If you use a polling software, have your audience input their answers with their phones. Then you can watch the live results. Now, this is a great way to do icebreakers as well as break up the presentation with some fun. Of course, you can use the polls for relevant information from your topic, right? But before the presentation, you just create the questions and customize how the charts will look and how your audience can respond. And then during, you'll invite your audience to respond by visiting the web page or by texting, and then after, you'll access the report. Tip number 10, the last one, you made it. Let's turn your presentation into a video. Video content is effective, and further, it's more desirable. So why not repurpose your awesome presentation into an engaging video with a great soundtrack? It only takes a couple of seconds. Just click File, then Save, and under that, you'll see Export, then Create Video. Make sure when choosing the video option that you have the right timing for each slide. Otherwise, you might end up with some... Hey, you could do this in both PowerPoint and Keynote. Now, if you made it this far and you're not already subscribed, ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next video.